Hello! A lot of people ask me if there is a video about how to wiring the GT2560 board, so I decided to make a quick video about how to do that. I got here my acrylic version of geeetech i3 Pro B printer. Let's see how to connect all the cables that the printer will work properly. Let's start with the power supply. I think there is no problem to connect them. From AC socket cable go to the switch, and from the switch wire go to the power supply. Ground wires go direct from the AC socket to power supply. On power supply we got two positive and two negative output terminals, but it's just one 12V DC source. There are just 4 wires to prevent heating the wires from power consumption. So the 4-pin connector from power supply simply connect to the board like this. Now connect the heated bed. There are 4 wires from heated bed. 2 of them are thicker from the heater and 2 thin for the temperature sensor. The heater cable connect to this terminal. If you got a removable connector in your board, like for hot end, I recommend to lose it and replace it with screwed terminal. Heated bed is the biggest power consumptioner there, so bad connector may cause the fire there. I see a lot of burned connectors from heated bed. The polarity isn't matter there, just tight weld the screws and check this terminal from time to time. Now connect the 2 red wire which go from hot end heater. That heater isn't that powerful as the heated bed, so it can be plugged with the connector on your board. This board supports dual extruder, so there is 2 connectors for extruder motor, heater and temperature sensor. This left side connector is for extruder heater 1 and the right is for second extruder heater, but I got only one, so this terminal stay free. There we got 2 more free cables on extruder. These 2 cables is for extruder temperature sensor, which comes connected on the lower side connector on the board. The middle connector is for second extruder temperature sensor. And the third connector is for heated bed temperature sensor, so this thin red and black wire from heated bed is plugged on this terminal. Then there is 2 bigger connector, which you almost can't connect wrong if you don't got such a bad luck like I do. Do you see the fail right there? The top connector for SD card is soldered wrong for 180 degree. When I assemble this printer, I plug the cable like connectors say. Printer still work, but when I try to use the SD card, printer simply freeze. I don't even try to solder it, but simply cut another hole with clippers on other side. That's how it must be connected on main board and on LCD board. Now connect this fan for cooling the extruder and this for cooling the electronics. Those 2 fans plug on any 2 of 3 fan connectors. On this connector is just a basic 12V power source, so instantly when we turn on the switch, this connector's got power and the fan start turning. Now connect this 4-wire cable for extruder stepper motor. There are 2 connectors for extruder stepper motor, but if you want to use dual extruder, you must buy another driver to install it on GT board. Now connect those 2 Z-axis stepper motors. It doesn't matter how you connect those 2 motors because it works parallel on same driver. We got 2 more motors to connect. This Y motor is plugged on this connector. And that X motor is plugged on first connector. Now connect the limit switches. Start with this X minimum limit switch. There are 2 terminals for each axis limit switches, minimum and maximum, but my type of printer use only minimum limit switches. So X minimum switch plug like there and second terminal stay free. Next is this Y limit switch, which come plugged here. And this Z limit switch come plugged right here. There's just one more thing to connect on this board, cooling fan. You can see there the wiring diagram show how to connect the cooling fan. This terminal is pulse width modulation control, so you can set the power of the cooling fan. But the only way that the fan works is to connect negative on negative and positive on signal connector by this wrong diagram. Correct wiring you can see there. So this is the way how I connect my GT2560 board, and all works like it must. I hope to help someone with this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like, and see you next time.